Maybe nice guy comes.
Ooh. So we are live. Hey, there we go. Are we live? Can they hear us? Are we good? Good, maybe. I think. Okay, I guess let's get this show started. Hello, everybody out there. Thank you very much for tuning in to another HLJ Live. My name is Todd, and today I am joined by my lovely co-host, Miss Hisako.
Hello, I'm Hisako. よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。Thank you very much for joining us again. So 2 weeks ago, you also were in that last stream that we did. And that stream, we had 4 people, so it was kind of a lot of people. You didn't really maybe have much of a chance to talk, but today it's just you and me, so you'll have a lot more chance to talk with our guests today. So looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. All right, so today's episode, we are mostly going to be talking about a Japanese anime and manga series that is quite popular over here in Japan, I would say. But before we get to that, we want to cover a little bit of the kit that we talked about in that last episode, because we didn't actually have the box for it that last time, but today we actually do have it. The kit, well, we did have the kit, but we didn't have the box. But I was kind of quite surprised to see this box because I was not expecting this. Maybe you can get a hint by looking there on the camera at this, but this box is thick. This is so much thicker than a regular box. Like you can kind of compare it to some of these other boxes on the back. That this thing is just so packed. Because this does come with 2 kits on inside of the box, so you get all of that plastic. Maybe we can open it up and kind of take a peek on the inside. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I usually like Bandai, when they have like a lot of plastic, they'll make like a bit of a wider, kind of a longer, wider type of box.
Not the height.
Not height, but yeah, they went, Kyoto went the other way, and they just made a really tall box, which was kind of interesting, I thought. But yeah, we saw, we don't really need to go through all the runners for this kit, because we looked at that in the last episode. But there's a lot of plastic in this box. And you got the beige runners, and you've got the gray runners. So, lots and lots of plastics. This is a really cool kit, I have to say.
Maybe 4, 2.
Oh, okay. You're gonna put, 2 kits. But. And these parts were really nice and crisp, because I built that, not the kangaroo. What was the one that I built? Do you remember the name?
Pakurete.
Okay, so yeah, I built that, which is basically like the same up to a certain point. The legs are the same.
The legs are the same.
But the upper part was different. But yeah, I thought that kit was really nicely detailed, and it went together quite easily, so that was nice. But you do need glue to build these kits, unlike a Gundam kit where you can just snap it together. Yeah, I didn't have the figure. Actually, I think you took the figure in that last one. You were more the figure modeler compared to me, so that is your forte. So, but really nice looking figure here. So
clear parts are nice too.
There we go. We got somebody falling in the background there. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's already open, so you can take it out there. Okay, so yeah, really nice looking parts here. So this will be an exciting kit. So remember, this kit is currently up for pre-order on our site, HobbyLink Japan, HLJ.com. And the special, just to go over it one more time, the special deal that we have with this kit is if you are to pre-order this kit with us at HLJ HobbyLink Japan, you are going to get a special limited edition decal or decal sheet, depending on where you live. Oh, there you go. We got it up on the screen. So yeah, so we've got a decal sheet, and I think they wanted me to mention that it maybe was changed. Was that okay? So
old design.
All right. So we got the design. Make sure I'm pointing to the right side here. So that is the limited edition HLJ decal sheet that is going to come with this kit, and I've been told this design has been changed a bit slightly, although we only have the older design up here on the screen. So. But I don't know if it probably changed too much. The skull thing?
Skull thing.
Okay.
Smaller, and we have new.
Oh, okay. So there we go. So now we've got up on the top here. I'm going to pull. There we go. All right. So these are the updated decals. So you can see, yeah, the what do you call it? The animal skull thing got a bit smaller there, and you got some skull and crossbone pirate type things. Those are kind of cool decals. Those weren't on the previous ones. So that's a very nice addition, I think. And you still got the 2 skeleton hands that are doing the gripping thing, so that's kind of cool. Really nice looking decals, and because this is 35th scale, so you can use these decals not just for this kit, but you can use it for pretty much anything else that you wanted if you were so inclined. And the HLJ.com decals are on there too, so that'll be interesting to see if anybody actually builds a model out there with an HLJ decal on it. If you do build a model kit with HLJ and you actually use the HLJ decal, please be sure to send us a photo of that to our X account or our Facebook account, wherever you are on social media. We would love to see that. So yeah, that's exciting. And this kit was releasing in what month? Do you remember? Maybe somebody can let us know. Was
July.
I kind of remember. It's coming up in a couple of months, I think, so. Start throwing these back in the box. Don't have to be. Was it July?
No!
No. Oh, it's this month. Wait, next month. It's already. Okay, I'm thinking it's April already. So. End of April. So this kit is releasing next month at the end of April, so it's coming up sooner than I was expecting. I think the reason I was thinking July was that we were just talking about some of the other kits that we are going to talk about today, and some of those are going to be releasing in July. So yeah, pre-order this kit. It's really great looking kit, and of course you get that limited edition decal set if you order it from us at HLJ, HobbyLink Japan. So, okay, are you ready to talk about the main topic that we are going to... Okay, so today's main topic that we are going to talk about is Patlabor. Although in Japanese it's more Patlabor. Patlabor. Okay, gotta make sure I'm saying it correctly. So I don't know if this series has really taken off overseas. Like, if you think about like Gundam and Macross Gundam, those are really popular series overseas, and I knew about them when I was living back in America, but I don't think I actually knew about Patlabor until after I came to Japan, to be honest with you. So, but I think it's a really cool looking thing, and from an American perspective, my first thought when I saw this was, oh, this is like a Japanese RoboCop.
kind of, I think.
Right, well, I mean, but of course it's a bit different, because Patlabor, it's more like Gundam in that you have an actual, like a mobile suit, where there's actually somebody on the inside controlling it, like driving a car. Just the same with Gundam, of course, you got a person on the inside and they're controlling the unit, so it's more like in that, but just having these like mobile suit type of robot looking things, and these are police. Police. So another thing to note about the name for this series, Patlabor, is what do you call a police car here in Japan? Patokar. So they use the same terminology. Instead of patokar, they call it Patlabor. So the labors are the story behind this. It's instead of a car, they have these giant mechanized mobile suit type units, and they call them labors. And the police, of course, have their own versions of these labors, which they use to patrol and maybe fight other labors that are kind of corrupted and become evil unit type of suits. And we'll talk about some of those, because we got some interesting pre-orders for some of these items. But that's kind of the story for this thing, is just police people driving these giant robot type of things. And this story is pretty old. When did this Patlabor, when did it start?
It started at Showa 1980s.
1980s. Okay. So I think it was about 1988. 1988. Okay, so it just turned 35 years old, I think, was the
last year was 35th anniversary last year.
Okay.
So many things going on. So.
Okay, so it's a slightly newer than Gundam, because Gundam is now, I think it was 45 years, Gundam?
I don't know.
I think, Gundam. So it's like about 10 years younger than Gundam, but from that same kind of 1980s period where Macross kind of started in that era as well. So a lot of these series started in that. And this was not just or how did this start? Was this started from manga or anime?
It started with like original video series and the manga series at first.
Okay.
Then
the TV anime series, and then the movie.
Okay.
So like multimedia.
Multimedia. That is the correct term. So
multimedia.
Multimedia. There you go.
ちょっと難しいね。マルティメディア。
難しいだよね。
そう。
Okay, 英語頑張って。
Yes, I'm you 頑張every talking with AI every day.
Okay.
And so, but every story of like anime, TV, and manga are in like parallel world. So it all goes in the same. なんて言うんだろう。同じ。On the same time.
Okay, so.
But the stories are a bit different.
The stories change a bit, but it's all like the same like universe. Like Gundam has that universal century type of thing. So like, even though like a Zeta Gundam is actually still in the same universe as the original RX-78, but just they're from like a different time period type of thing. So that kind of thing. So it's kind of quite interesting, and I think these units look rather cool. I think, if I have to say so. But one thing to note is like, whereas one thing that's kind of at least interesting for me is that the scales are quite different between these units and then like a Gundam. So like a Gundam, when you see in like the anime series, the guy sitting in the cockpit, he's basically just sitting in this, like, he's very small compared to the rest of the mobile suit, right? But these are actually, compared to a Gundam, if you were to compare the same scale, they're a lot smaller. Yes. I think so. That was kind of interesting for me to see, and you can also see that in some of these kits. Like these are only like 1/60th scale, I think. 1/60th scale, whereas something for like the same size in Gundam would be like a 1/100 scale or maybe bigger. So they're almost like half the size of a Gundam, if you were to think about that. So that was interesting, at least for me. I don't know. Maybe I think too much about scale. But this is this is the HLJ channel to talk about scale, so that would be the proper place to actually talk about this stuff. So we have okay, so anime series, a manga series, there was even a live action TV series, I think, for Patlabor.
Yes,
like 10 years ago or some. So we've had not just the anime, not just the manga, but there's live action, and then there's been video games as well. So there's quite a lot of stuff out there for this. So quite interesting. And you were actually quite a Patlabor fan yourself, aren't you?
Yes.
Did you bring your book series with you?
So yes, I brought.
This is from her own collection. She loves Patlabor so much that she bought this giant book series, the official archives. Unfortunately, I think this is likely discontinued at this point, because that's just what happens with a lot of these books here in Japan. But it's got the artwork in there, and that was pretty cool. So thank you very much for bringing that today, just to show it off, even if unfortunately people can't order it just because it's a bit of an older release. But that was quite cool to see, at least for me. So
we have many pictures of Patlabor. So when we want to build or assemble Patlabor kits, we can see many books and pictures.
Right. Well, that I mean, yeah, for scale modeling too, that really helps to have those reference materials out there, and you can see like how it appears. Well, for a scale model like a tank, of course, you can see how it actually appeared like on the battleground. But for, of course, anime stuff, there's no real pictures of it like on the actual thing. But like the artwork, and then you can see like the designer's intent when they built this stuff, and it can kind of help you detail up these kits and maybe give them extra details in areas that aren't on the plastic models but were there in the original drawings. You can go back and scribe some of that stuff in. So and speaking of scribe, we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. So yeah, so we've got anime, live action, and we've got all sorts of stuff for Patlabor. I'll give this back to you. And of course, some of the stuff that they have made for this series are, and this is what we're here to talk about today, really, plastic model kits. Okay, so goodness. And we've got, like, a number of different companies have made kits for this series over the years as well. So we've got these two here, and then we've got one over on the side. These are actually made by different companies.
These are Good Smile company.
Yeah, these are Good Smile. So we've got... Oh, you got the... Okay, so yeah, you got the Kyoto. Oh my goodness, there's so much. Wow, oh wow. Okay. So there's so many. Yeah, so we got Kyoto kits, we've got Good Smile kits, and the Moderoid lineup. Oh yeah, and bring that one on here too. Unfortunately, this one is not available for sale at the moment. But yeah, Aoshima, the famous scale model company that they do a lot of car models and stuff. Sometimes they'll do like sci-fi stuff. I think maybe lately it seems like they've been kind of picking up and doing more sci-fi stuff lately as well. But they even released the actual patokar. The actual Patlabor Patlabor. So they have a model kit of that. What scale was that, by the way? I love my scale, so I'm so curious. Does it even list to scale? That's what I'm saying. Because I'm curious, like if that would be in like the same scale as some of these other units. Well, usually it would list it on the box. Didn't it list it on the box? But I don't see it listed anywhere, do you? Maybe not. Oh, that looks like a snap kit, actually.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it says no glue on the box. That's interesting.
The figure is this size. So
oh, okay. So yeah, these are really, really tiny
so
figures. So, well, actually, no. This just looking at the size of this figure, I would maybe just off the top of my head say this is 48th scale or so. Figures. Yeah, it just says figures.
So this is the size of.
This is the size of the car.
The car.
Okay, so yeah, this is a cool looking kit.
Yes, like it's like a Ringo.
Ringo.
Ringo, 48 scale. The car used in British.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it, but yeah, one of those like small kind of units that they had in the British Army back in the Second World War. It does kind of look like this, or like the I don't know if you know the Halo video game. It kind of reminds me of the Halo Dune Buggy too, kind of, but it's a bit different. But yeah, that's kind of cool. A bunch of different companies. Kyoto. I don't know if these are actually available for sale at these Kyoto kits at the moment. These were on the table here. I didn't bring these myself, so I'm not sure if these are available for order at the moment. But the Moderoid kits are. Oh, she's doing a search here. But yeah, so.
Yes, I think you can order Kyoto kits
Kyoto kits are available?
I think so.
Okay. Maybe. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
that's Aoshima. Oh, that's the one we have over on the side. That one is available. We'll talk about Artpla. Yeah.
Artpla.
Kyoto Artpla. Sculpture Works.
Patlabor 2.
Right.
That's based on Patlabor movie 2, I think. So.
Okay, so these are 30. I just even realized that myself, but these are 35th scale. So that's interesting because the other one that we were talking about, the kangaroo, that was also 35th scale. So this unit is going to be in the same scale as that kangaroo. So is this
only unit 1 is complete?
Only unit 1 is complete. Okay, am I allowed to touch this? I didn't build it, so I'm always hesitant to build. I'm always hesitant to build stuff that other people have built because you never know if you're gonna break it or leave fingerprints or whatnot. But this is a very nicely built Patlabor unit here. And look at this is kind of interesting to me. This is an interesting design choice. So this is like a mobile suit thing, right? Oh, but this has got to be an actual. Wait, what? What? No, this is Okay, so why is he wearing pants? This is a robot, right? I just thought that was interesting. So, even though this is a mobile suit, he's wearing pants and a jacket and clothes. So, reactive armor, is that what they call it? Okay, so I guess they put pants on this mobile suit, and they get away with it by calling it reactive armor, even though it looks like pants. But yeah, this is 35th scale. So actually, that is kind of quite. If you think about it, and this is supposed to be 35th scale, this is actually kind of quite large scale-wise. So you can actually see up here on the chest, so the person piloting this suit is actually going to be sitting on the inside, and you can see there's the windows up here. This is where he'd be able to look out, he or she, depends on who's on the inside there. But yeah, they're sitting on the inside, and that's kind of quite cool. That's a bit bigger than I was thinking. Maybe, well, but 35th scale, I guess, so. But yeah, that looks, that's cool. And the builder of this kit did a rather nice job of, because this is actually painted, I think, right? Painted and weathered. So you can see if you were to build this kit and actually paint it and weather it, you can make it look quite nice. It's heavier than I was expecting. Did you feel this? I wasn't, right? Is there like weights on the inside? Because usually like model kits, they're like just plastic, so they're really light. But this thing's like rather weighty. I was thinking, gosh, this feels like one of those like Bandai figures that like you just buy and it's already built and pre-made and whatnot. But no, this thing's quite weighty. So with this one, just to be sure, I believe this is the same as this. There you go. So yeah, I think this one was available for sale, if that was correct. Oh yeah, you've got the link up there. So this is available for sale. And how much is this kit on our site? Well, but you got the JP site, so it's going to be a bit different price because the tax is included for the JP site. But it looks to be about maybe 6,500 yen or so, I would say. We'll get back for you guys here in a second. And we also, at some point, need to take a look and see if we have any comments. There you go. So, okay, so the .com price, yeah, about 7,000 yen. So this kit is 7,000 yen. And considering the size, and that's like the size of like a Master Grade Gundam, considering how large it is, and considering how much plastic comes in this box, because it is kind of a quite decently sized box too, right? So yeah, that's about, I think, pretty decent, pretty in line with what you would pay for a Master Grade Gundam kit around the same size. So that's interesting. If any of you are out there interested in ordering a Kyoto Art Plus Sculpture Works, maybe...
Question.
Okay.
Question from
Eight Summer Gun.
flexibility?
How's the flexibility? Okay, Well, I think the name of this model series is Sculpture Works. So I think when you have a name like Sculpture Works, it's more intended just to be a fixed pose type of unit. And I didn't build this, so I'm definitely not going to dare trying to bend it and have the joints break on me. But yeah, just looking at it here, I think this particular one, the Sculpture Works items, I think they're just supposed to be fixed posed units here, so I don't think there's any flexibility on these guys, but they look really fantastic when you do actually get them put together. But if posability and flexibility is something that you guys are more interested in, then I think that is going to be where you'd want to maybe think more about getting the Moderoid line of kits, because Moderoid line, how long has Moderoid been around for now? Back in the old Gunpla TV days, I remember I built the very first Moderoid kit that was released, and I think that was before COVID. So that was probably around 2019, 2018 maybe. So this series, these Moderoid line of kits, I think they've been around for at least 2018. I was right. Yeah. Gosh, has it been that long? So, it's 2025. That means it was 7 years ago that I built that for Gunpla TV. 7 years. Where's the time gone? Wow, has it been that long? Okay, so yeah, so Art Plus Sculpture Works, really great looking line of kits, but maybe if flexibility is what you're after, this is not going to be the line that you want to go. But I'd say if you're into details, if details are more important for you, then definitely this is going to beat the Moderoid kits, because the details on these are really great. Yeah, that's a really cool looking kit. So let's talk next about the Moderoid line of kits over here. Alright, so Moderoid, so yeah, it's been around since 2018, and Moderoid is by Good Smile Company. I'm saying that correctly. Moderoid is the Good Smile.
Yes, Good Smile.
Yeah, Good Smile Company. And they do like a lot of licensed kits for anime series. I don't even remember what series that was, the very first one that I built, but they do have, which is kind of funny because I mentioned in the beginning that this Patlabor reminded me of like a Japanese version of RoboCop, and Moderoid has done RoboCop kits as well, so they've got both in their lineup if you were so curious, I guess, to build both of them. Although one I don't want to say bad, but one quirk, and maybe that's a good way to say it, one quirk about these Moderoid kits is they are released, but then they don't kind of stay available for sale. they get re-released, and that's what we'll talk about with some of these kits as well here. So if you were interested in any of these kits, any of the Moderoid kits, I would definitely get those pre-orders in whenever they are available, because once they're gone, they're gone. And it's kind of up to Good Smile if they bring back the kit for a reproduction run, and we don't know when that reproduction run could be, so you could be waiting years, you could be waiting, who knows, maybe sometimes, in some cases, you could be waiting never for them to bring it back. So yeah, for the Moderoid line, if you're interested in a kit and it's available for pre-order, or if it's available, if it's in stock, definitely grab it, because who knows if you'll be able to order it again. So I just wanted to mention that note about these Moderoid kits. But yeah, and speaking about reissues, I think this one that I'm holding, I think you told me it's on its third release. So this is the one that made me think about July earlier. So this is being reissued and is coming out in July, and this is the third reissue of this kit. Now I don't know off the top of my head, was this the first Patlabor kit that Good Smile made? If it's been the third reissue, it's been around. Oh, maybe that one. Okay, so this is the original.
I think so. わかんないけど。
Okay. Well, they've got how many of these Moderoid Patlabor kits are there now?
They have so many.
They have so many. Okay, so we only have a few of them actually here on the office to talk about today. So, but yeah, actually, quite a few. I guess because these things have been quite popular, so that's part of the reason these things are being reissued here. And they've got different names. So the AV98 Ingram. So this is the main.
Yes.
This is like the absolute main unit from the story. So this is the one that looks cool. You can see it's got the police lights going on the shoulder. Now the box art does make it look like it lights up, but the kit itself actually does not light up. If you were creative enough, you could probably somehow slip some LED lights on the inside of that kit if you wanted, but it doesn't come like that from the box. Now these are from your own collection. That's another thing to note. These kits are actually from Hisako's own collection. So she's that much of a Patlabor, and she's already started building some of this stuff. So.
そうなの。これでもでこれ like moves at all.
Okay, so yeah, so like really similar to a Gundam kit. So now, is this kit going to be just a snap together, or do you need glue?
It's snap kit, but for some parts maybe it's better if you use glue.
Okay. But you could probably put it together without using glue, but yeah, with some of these Moderoid kits, it might actually be a little bit better if you do put a little glue here and there just to hold some of the stuff together. There's the face. Okay. Now, are you going to paint this?
Yes, because Modero is the lights that we don't need paint, but this is just grayish.
See, you want it to be more of a actual pure white color?
So, yes.
Okay.
And for this...
So you have started painting some of it already?
No.
Does that come from the factory?
Yes.
Okay.
We have two types. Some clear parts are pre-painted.
Okay,
some are not painted.
So you have the option. So you can use either the pre-painted clear parts or the non-one if you want to actually go and paint it yourself. Yes. So that's nice of Good Smile to include that option, because some people out there would rather do it themselves. Right? You see that like on, I think for people that build like the car model kits, we always have this problem is like the makers of these kits, they'll like have the pre-plated, like the chrome plating on the parts already, but people out there would rather actually paint that stuff themselves. So then you have the hassle of throwing it in like a liquid cleaner to like remove the chrome plating from the parts, and it just adds an extra unnecessary step. So I mean, they do it because some people just build the kit and they just want to not go through the hassle of like painting it, right? So that's why they go through it. But I kind of wish that they would do like the Good Smile does in this case and have maybe a chrome plated version included in the box and a non-chrome plated version included in the box, just so you can avoid that. But that's added cost, and they want to avoid added cost too. So okay, so we look forward to maybe seeing your completed kit on this HLJ Live someday.
Yes. Someday, yes.
Someday?
This is
I know
but
that feeling.
Actually, this is first character of
Okay.
model robot kit.
This is the first, so you...
So I always make scale models.
Okay.
So this is first kit
So you...
of anime kit.
What about Gundam?
No, never.
She's never built a Gundam!
Never. Even not the Pokemon.
Even not Pokemon. Well, I mean...
Always scale model.
But
Aircraft.
Pokemon, there's not... I mean, Bandai does have, like, those easy-to-build snap kits, but, I mean, Pokemon is not really
あ、そうなの。
what you would think about when you think about plastic models. I mean, there are some nice Bandai kits. I like those big ones that they've done. Like, they got, like, that big fish and Magikarp, I think it's called in English. So they got, like, some jumbo kind of Pokemon kits that they've released and whatnot. So they do have some cool-looking Pokemon Bandai kits out there. But, yeah, for me, when I think about Pokemon, model kits is not exactly what I think. But, yeah, Gundam. You have to build a Gundam. So...
Patlabor. I like Patlabor. Actually, at in HRJJP, we are doing exhibition.
Oh, okay.
Exhibition? 展示会?
Okay, so you're doing an
So,
exhibition?
exhibition that users of HRJ can join. And at that event, one famous character model, Gunpla modeler, was making Patlabor kit.
Oh.
And I was
Do you want to shout out his name for our audience so they can maybe look on the social media to see if they can find him?
so Arisawa-san. So
Arisawa-san.
he's a famous Gunpla modeler, and I saw that kit, and すっげえ超かっこいい。すっげえだってすごい超かっこいい。
It looked really, really cool.
So, and
Do you remember which kit it was? What?
は多分これゼロかな。
Oh,
あ
okay.
ゼロじゃないゼロじゃない。なんだっけ。
Was it a Moderoid?
ゼロイドかわかんない。忘れちゃった。
Ah, you forget. But it looked cool. It wasn't one of the Sculpture Works things, though.
そう。あ違うグリフォン。
Oh, it was the
グ
Griffin.
リフォンあと
Okay.
other models. So and
タイプゼロ。
ゼロだっ
Type
け
zero?
ゼロだっけ
Ah.
そう and when I saw that kit completed, so cool. So
So that convinced you. So actually, and up to that point, you had not bought any of these kits yet. So after that, you went out and bought. How many kits for Patlabor have you bought now?
about 6 because at that time when I wanted to start, they didn't have this Ingram.
So
Just
this was
standards.
okay. So this one was not available at that time. So
So-
it was probably already released,
And
but
after
you couldn't buy it
1
anymore.
month, I bought it. It was re-released.
Or you could just say reissued.
Reissued.
Maybe that would be easier.
Reissued after 1 month, so I bought one. And
Okay.
then,
And that's the first one you started too.
so, and that time I wanted to this kit can make 2 types, like 1号機 and 2号機.
Okay, so there's,
So-
I think, can we see it on the box here? Oh, maybe it doesn't show, but yeah, there's like 2 units, and they look the same. Oh, here it is. It's on the shoulder, actually. Oh, I have no idea what's going on the screen there, but hey, we're back. Okay, so you see this number 1 up here on the box? So there's actually 2 units, 2 Ingram units from the same police unit that pilot these police mobile suit things. And, oh, we got another thing coming up on the screen here. There we go. Hello.
あ、それだ。
それそれ
超
Okay.
上手なやつ。
Whoa, okay. Wait, this kit can build both of those.
違う。これは
Oh, this is the Type 0. Okay, so wait, Type 0, does that mean this is this
あ、そうすごいね。
is the Type 0 a more powerful or more advanced unit compared to the Ingram?
そ
So this is a stronger unit.
う。stronger, but stronger.
Okay.
Yes, but it uses なんて言うんだろう。some kind of system, and the system sometimes runs and makes problem.
Ah, okay.
So
So
this
it's
is the
kind
story
of
of
wait. Is that a
Mod.
system that's like not really controlled by the pilot, but like the it has like its own like AI type of thing on the inside that
Yes, software.
like takes over? Okay, so maybe I think and these days, probably AI would be the easiest way to say it. So
そうね。
it has like its own kind of controlling AI on the inside that takes over from the pilot and thinks it knows best and takes over and causes trouble.
So that is like the story of Patlabor movie 1.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go into too many spoilers out there for people in the audience who've never seen this stuff. So, but yeah, I guess in the movie, this thing has a big part and maybe goes a bit crazy. So that's about going to be it for spoilers in this HLJ Live episode. So
I want to say you must hurry to buy the reissued items.
Okay,
because we can't buy it now.
Right, once it's gone, then it's gone. And well, I mean, this one is on the third release, or is this one on the third release? I don't remember which one, but they've been reissued a few times. These two, I think so. Oh, and then we got the Griffin. So the Griffin looks. I want to guess. Take a guess. I mean, I haven't watched the series myself, but just by looking at it, this is going to be the bad guy.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's dark and it looks kind of sinister. It looks kind of evil in a way, and I don't see any police badging on it. So I would have to guess that this is the evil labor that they fight against. Is this from the movie?
It appears on the comics and movies.
Okay.
And movie じゃない。It appears on comics and TV series.
Okay, so it's from the original series as well.
So main なんていうの?
It's from the main series.
そう。
Okay, so the Type J9 Griffin, 1/60th scale.
So they call it
it says,
black.
I guess it's the Enterprise Japan test machine.
So it's Shaft Enterprise.
Oh, Shaft Enterprise.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the なんだろう company name 悪いやつ。
Okay.
悪いやつ。So this Shaft factory is situated in Tsuchiura in Japan. So they are using this anime for the name of なんていうんだろう町おこし。
I see. Okay, so if this bad guy ever wins, then I guess sometimes the police get shafted,
so, yes.
you could say.
そうね。そうでもこれ actually at first this
Oh, did you start this one as
聞いちゃ
well?
った。Yes. So this is at first these are these black parts. So
okay, maybe we can switch back to the camera so they can see.
だから上手くなったら
There we go.
So first these are black parts. So maybe if you are very good at painting, you can make that kind of めっ
Okay.
ちゃ上手な木。
Right.
めっちゃ上手な作品。
They had some kind of like metallic black paint on that one on the screen there a second ago, so that looked really good. But this is just pure black, but it's got a really nice gloss to it. Can I hold this here for you?
これもほら。
So yeah, these parts, they look pretty nice. Nice glossy plastic. So, and this is like a Gundam kit where it is something that you should be able to just snap together. So it would be good for a nice weekend build. So I did build the other Moderoid kit a number of years ago, and compared to a Gundam kit, it was a little bit more complicated, but that was also the very beginning of when they started the Moderoid line. So I did one, I don't remember the anime series, so I did one, and then I did the was it Shinkarion?
シンカリオン。
Yeah, they had the
新幹線は。
The Shinkansen.
新幹線。
It's a Shinkansen train, but it
train.
transforms into a robot unit. So I built one of those for the Gunpla TV back in the day too. So from my recollection of building the kit, it was just a little bit more complicated than doing a Gundam kit, but not terribly too much more difficult, I would say. So if you can build a Gundam kit, you should have no issue to put these kits together as well.
So you can just build it and make this
Right,
color.
so you don't have to paint it. It already has the parts molded in color, and they did a really nice job of the gloss on these parts. I think just looking at the parts, so that's kind of cool to
ハンド
see.
ももうすごいとんがってるし。
There you go.
やってる。ポイント。
Well, you got some optional hand parts there, so that is really nice. Do these kits have decals? Do they have water slide decals to them, or because maybe? But you might have lost it. So I know usually the Gundam kits they just have like a sticker. So maybe you don't need it for this one.
あ、でもわかんない。
Yeah, this kit there is no decals. Okay, so you just didn't need it for this one.
Because not
Not needed, but I'm going to open this other box. Do you mind if I open this one?
Yes.
Okay. because I'm kind of curious. So one kind of quibble I think a lot of people have with the Bandai Gundam kits, and even Master Grade, especially these days, and I think even that Perfect Grade Unleashed that I built the other year, which was one of the last things I did for Gunpla TV, you would think a Perfect Grade kit you'd get water slide decals, right? But no, I think that thing just had stickers.
そうなの
Yeah.
Just sticker, not
Just sticker.
the water slide.
Not water slide. So okay, so here I found it. So yeah, these one nice thing about the Moderoid kits is they do come with actual proper water slide decals. So
そうだね
that is a nice addition. So I mean, some people love the stickers. Some I'd rather personally
これ
have
も already
decals.
painted.
on this has. Oh, that's cool.
ね
They have like a.
ねシェルで
Yeah, this kit came with a little
これ
clear plastic hard shell
すご
to
い
cover the clear parts,
So-
the clear pre-painted parts, so that they don't get damaged, they don't get scratched.
そうこれです
That is really
これも
cool.
そう You have
You'll see this sometimes.
clear
With,
ones too
oh, the clear ones even had it, so they don't get scratched. That is
す
awesome.
ごいねいいねすごいねピカピカ
Mecha pika pika, pika pika, shiny.
シャイニー
That is really cool. Now I don't want to squeeze this all in the box, so maybe we'll put this back later.
ne.
But
でもこ
I'll
れ
keep
も
this out for
ゼロ
now,
イズ
just in case we
かっこい
need
い
to look at it again. But there we go. So yeah, so we got the Griffin, we've got the Type 0,
そう
and there's another one that you actually brought that we wanted to take a look at because now that we have passed into spring, it's kind of really topical actually. Ta-da!
じゃ
Now is this a good guy or a bad guy? Is this a good one or a bad one?
It was actually labors depend on who
Pilots it.
pilot.
Okay.
Pilot. So
So the
actually
unit
it
itself
is used for agriculture. Or
Okay, so this is just
For
like
the
a
ground.
farming type of labor
farming
unit.
or なんか to make the ground flat.
Okay. A ground leveling unit.
So,
I don't know
then-
how can it make the ground flat with
わ
four
からない
legs? 4 legs and wheels. It doesn't look like it has anything on there that can make it flat. Maybe I haven't seen the series, but maybe it
so
uses
this
some
is
other
a
tools.
story that which like terrorists so take this.
Okay, so terrorists took over this unit and started to cause trouble.
So yes, so it came from Asakusa Bashi, Asakusa River,
Oh, okay.
and runs to Ueno.
Oh, okay.
It
So,
goes.
so yeah, that's another interesting thing about the story is it takes place here actually in Japan, whereas Gundam is like on well, it does take place on Earth, but like yeah, this Patlabor is set here in Tokyo, so you get like area and place names that are like actually here in Tokyo.
Yes.
So it comes down a river and then it actually attacks Tokyo.
Yes.
And I love this box art, which is really topical for this season because
Yeah.
we've got the sakura, the cherry blossom flowers, and it's really pink and they're all falling down. It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Yes.
And this one is actually in stock at
In
the
stock.
moment, I think.
I
So,
think.
oh yeah, we gotta take a look and see if we have any comments that we have missed
そうね。
afterwards as well. But this,
グリフォ
yeah,
ン is from OVA。ありがとう。
Griffin's from OVA. Okay, we're gonna
あ、
take
じ
a
ゃな
look.
くて、あ、これだ。在庫ありかどうかを見ます。
Yeah, so I'm kind of see. So this one
Ah.
is. Yeah, so this
Gotcha.
one is available. We can't say virtual inventory because they're not going to. So this one is still actually in stock, or at least we're able to get it from the suppliers at the moment still. So this is kind of that thing we talked about earlier, where the Moderoid kits, when they are in stock, if you're curious about ordering it, it's better that you just get those orders in now, because once this is gone, once that stock at the suppliers is gone,
そう。
who knows when they will ever reissue this kit.
でも
So,
like カニ。
oh, there we go. Okay, so this one, crab. So I think this one's kind of cool because it's got those 4 legs and the wheels. Well, we got some brown plastic going on too. Everybody loves brown. Brown is a beautiful color, if I say so myself. Although I don't think the brown for this plastic kind of really comes off great in the camera. It looks just like a dark. I don't know which camera am I pointing at there. It just looks like a dark color. But we got browns, we got reds. Does this one have? This one has no decal. Oh no! Wait! I spoke too soon. There we go. So this one does have water slide decals as well. The camera's probably not picking that up, but not too many decals on there. There we go. You can see it there. Okay, so we got water slide decals actually on the inside of this one, and we do have one single pre-painted clear part going on there. Just so you got two options, just like we talked about before. You got the option for the non-painted clear part, and then you got the option for the painted clear part. So however you want to go, the option is there for you. So thank you very much for bringing all of these kits in here today. And that's actually, we're not actually done talking about all of the kits that you've brought in today, because we still have one more to talk about. So let's try to maybe, I'll just hand that over to you. So you guys have probably seen this thing sitting here on the camera, and we have not yet talked about this one at all yet. Do you have the box for this one? Oh dear, she's dropping everything. There we go.
I think we have.
Is this one in stock?
I suppose.
You think so?
Yes.
Maybe.
多分
Well, even if it is not, this is Mac. Oh, there you go.
yes.
This one is in stock.
In stock.
Well, it's available at the supplier. So this one is going to be 1/20th scale, and this is not an entire Patlabor. This is only like a bust. Yeah, it actually says there on the box, the machine bust collection. So this is rather busty. All right, so sorry, the bad jokes being thrown in here every now and then. There we go. So we got this, and this one came with the figure as well, and the figure painting is your forte. So maybe one day, if you ever get this painted up, we can bring it back on the show and talk about it again at that point. So 1/20th scale, and you can see just how large this kit is. Oh yeah, and we got water slide decals. So here, let's slide this, because we showed off this the sculpture one. Was that Artpla? Yeah, so the Artpla 35th scale sculpture thing, and you can see it is actually just the same height. So, but you can see just the difference in the scale, because these are both the Patlabor, because you can see the head is actually the same there. So, yeah, this is 20th scale. And I love, one thing I really liked about this one when you showed it to me was that it's got this nice pre-plated? Pre-painted? Is it painted?
Yes, painted, I think.
Gold-plated, I think maybe better. Actually, it's funny, I was just complaining about car kits having the parts pre-plated when I'd rather. But this one does come with a part that is pre-plated in gold, but it looks really nice. I think the gold paint that they've used, or the gold plating they've used for this symbol on the front. Unfortunately, the other one here, it's covered up by that kind of vest that he's wearing there, so probably he still has that symbol on the inside, but it's covered by his vest. But this is cool because, yeah, this is 1/20th scale, and this is kind of something more that is good for a diorama scene. So diorama is your forte, your expertise, so probably one of the reasons you were interested in building this kit. So this is you've put it together, but you've not actually completed this, right?
No, I will paint these here.
Okay.
Right.
There you go. So you guys see those parts were kind of moving there once you touched it. This is actually, yeah, there you go. Okay. So you've customized this. Do you want to tell the audience what you've done here? Because
this is not which I did, but I wanted to paint the parts. So this is I haven't painted white color one and black color, so I didn't know how to paint.
Okay.
Because for scale model X model,
like the tanks,
right. We first assemble it and paint it. So I didn't know how to paint it, and then cut the blocks.
Okay, so another Gundam modeler friend of yours actually suggested that you cut this part, the gray head part. They suggested to you that why don't you just cut that into two pieces? So that's what you did there, and that's what we're seeing here in the image. So that part, the gray part, is actually supposed to originally just be one piece, but just to make painting easier, you've cut that into two different pieces.
And there are these gaps we want to. We don't have the lines here.
Right. So you're going to have to do some putty and whatnot.
So after putting the putty, we can put out these. So
okay.
This is which I was painting 2 days ago at night.
Oh, so this the shoulder piece you just painted it. So this was not.
This is red part, but the spool is like here. So I do the filing and put これです。 Actually, we don't have
Gazi.
yes.
I don't know if... wait, is
Maybe
this...
we don't have.
Wait, but this is AK.
Okay.
So usually AK products, I thought we could actually ship these overseas.
So.
I don't want to say officially or not, but yeah, this is actually, but AK, I mean, God, anywhere you are in the world, even if you can't buy it directly from us, I think the AK paints and stuff should be available pretty much at every hobby shop. Because yeah, this was made in like Spain.
So.
Yeah, I think AK stuff is all made in Spain. One of Mig Jimenez used to work with this company, but then he went off to form his own company.
So you just put the parts in.
Okay.
And when it dries, it makes these parts very clear.
Okay,
we
so
usually use it for like airplanes
the cockpit. Okay, so one thing a lot of American modelers use, at least they used to, I'm not sure if they still do or not, but there was a floor cleaning solution called Pledge. I think it was Pledge. Somebody maybe might be able to correct me in the comments, but for aircraft cockpits, a lot of American modelers used to use this floor cleaning solution to dip the parts into it and make it shiny. So this is kind of like an actual specific model version of that, which this is cool. Actually, I should buy some of this stuff for myself. So I think this is good. But you've never used like a... Could you do like a Tamiya acrylic paint? Could you use that to do the same thing? If you were to just dip a clear part in a clear Tamiya acrylic
I'm not sure,
gloss.
because it's like なんだろう、ボンド、クラフトボンド。
Oh, I think I saw in the comments somebody knew what I was talking about there.
These これをでクラフトボンドが
Just glue.
glue いや
Craft
で
blonde
なんかすごい
white
薄
glue.
い薄い
So this is kind of like a glue in a way.
薄い
A thin
not
glue.
thin
Okay, so
でリデューって言ったわかんない like water glue, so
Okay.
it covers the parts and when it goes around, so,
okay,
like シリコンオイルとかか
right. Oh, that's interesting.
あ、そうね
So go back to that comment there. So future floor finish.
Future floor finish.
Thank you very much, Ragnarok043. That was what I was thinking of. But I think future, I think I was confusing it with Pledge, because if my memory serves me right, they stopped selling it directly as Future, but now it's like Pledge Future. Or search Future Floor Wax. Then it became Pledge Revive It. Yeah, so there was a name change. Actually, the last time I ever went... Future. So yeah, this...
This 普通にワックス
Yeah, it's just and this is actually just mostly... This is actually intended for cleaning your floors. But modelers discovered that it's actually really good for dipping clear parts into it. The same type of thing as this. And so that's what a lot of American modelers have been using too. Then it became Pledge Revive It.
Pledge Revive It.
That was the very last time I ever went back to America. I actually bought... Yeah, here. This thing. Pledge Floor. So the last time I ever went back to America, I bought a bottle of this Pledge floor wax and I put it in my suitcase and brought it back to Japan with me. But we have other options here in Japan. I think my bottle is probably a bit old at this point. I don't know if there's an expiration, how long it lives, but same type of thing. But I would actually say having an actual thing made by a modeling company, a modeling supply company, might be a bit better than a future floor polish. We would have to say, but
I want to try that.
You want to try it? See, you can do a comparison, see how it compares, and see which one is better. So there is that. But yeah, this is a great looking kit, and you can tell we have not actually rotated around. It's kind of being just held together by some masking tape. But thank you very much for getting this actually put together here. Right before the show. Yeah, right before we're filming here, she's over there with Ness, like just like trying to hurry up and put this thing together so we could be able to display it for you here on the TV show.
This is very nice kit. So.
It looks really nice. I like, even though it's not the entire unit, I like because it's at larger scale, so you've got like a lot more details going on, like here on the inside of the arm that is just not going to be there on the smaller Moderoid kits. So that's one great thing about the larger in scale you get for some of these kits, the more detailed parts out there. For this kit, compared to the Moderoid where you can just snap it together, did you have to use glue to put this together? Or could
No.
you snap it together if you wanted?
If you want to, you can snap together. But for some parts, maybe you need glue. I think.
Okay.
So for example, these parts.
The two shoulder parts?
Yes, shoulder parts.
They're just being held in by tape at the moment.
So
There you go. You can rip it off. Ah.
this is like snap, but
See, it does have the pegs in there, but it's a bit loose. Yeah.
So, but maybe it snaps, but maybe using glue is better, I think.
Probably. I would say so.
So, こういう感じ。
There you go.
So,
Now you can see the inside of the arm. So
そうね。
it's interesting. This unit actually, this is how it comes. It does not actually include a left arm. It is just actually in the box art for this kit. That's how it was displayed as well. So you don't get the full unit, just the bust and pretty much all the parts here. And then you got that nice figure where they are holding the helmet. And this will look really nice once you get it all
そう、
painted
す
up.
ごいいい。この表情。The face.
Oh,
This
really?
is nice. Its mouth is smiling mouth.
And then they're holding the helmet there.
Yes.
That looks really cool. What's the name of this person? Do you remember?
ノアちゃん。泉
ノアちゃん。
ノアちゃん。ノアちゃん。パトレーバーノアちゃん。Yes.
Do you want me to put it over here on the closer one? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're on the zoom camera
main
here.
characters with.
Let's see if we can get it to focus. You can see some of the details on this figure a bit better. There we go. Maybe it's not going to focus. Maybe move my head closer. There we go. Can we get it to focus? Focus.
Okay.
Focus. Maybe. Maybe we're going to work on the
And we
lighting.
have eyes on decals. So.
Okay, so yeah, let's bring that over here. We can show that in the same camera. So here is the water slide decal sheet that comes included with this as well, and it's not wanting to focus for me. Oh dear, we can see some of the reflection. Maybe you guys can peek some of the rest of the office and the reflection on this decal sheet. But yeah, there are eyepieces, there are eye decals on the bottom here, so there is that. So, but will you use the eye decals or will you paint the eyes?
Maybe for eyes, I will use the decals.
Okay, but you could, if you wanted, you're an expert figure modeler, so you could paint it as well, right? Using your magnifying glass. Okay. But
Challenge.
But it's a bit easier just to use the decals, isn't it? Especially those really fine details. That's like really hard to paint.
Maybe so.
But some people out there are pretty good at that. You know, like you've got a lot of friends that are really into that, the diorama and figure painting as well, right?
But these character eyes are a bit different, I think. どうなんだろう。
どうなんだろう。
また日本語喋っちゃった。
No problem. So, gosh.
English.
So yeah, so this Patlabor series, there's so many different kits available from just so many. We had 4 different manufacturer kits for this. So we had the
And we have Kotobukiya too, I think.
Kotobuki also has some.
Not actually kit, but some these characters which appears in the movie.
That looks cool. Okay, so yeah, they do. Kotobuki also makes not the actual labor units, but they've got like some of the helicopters and stuff that appeared in the show as well. So you got Kotobuki making kits for this stuff. You've got Aoshima making kits for this stuff. We've got Good Smile and we've got Max Factory. So many different kits available. So how long do you think it'll take you to finish building everything?
わかんない。
Think you can have it finished by next week?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to build everything by next week. So, but gosh, how are we looking on the comments there? Because I think we are coming up on 1 hour. Can you believe it's already been an hour? Okay. This is a great kit that allows for many new expressions that are only possible with the size. That's right. So yeah, 20th scale, you can do a lot of different expressions with that size. So there we go. So some interesting comments. And I think you mentioned that Patlabor, there's going to be what did you say earlier? There's going to be a new series coming up for this?
So I heard that the new series will be coming in 2026.
Wait,
2026年
of this month?
20
But there is a new series on the way. Is it anime series?
Anime series.
Oh, next year.
Next year.
Okay, so there's going to be a new series on the way. So this series continues on. So Lots of new exciting stuff, and since it's a new series, there's probably going to be new labor units in that series, you would imagine.
Maybe
So
I
probably
suppose
new
so.
model kits are going to be on the way as well.
Ne.
So that'll
I
be
hope
exciting
so.
to see. We'll have to see. I don't know, did Bandai ever... Wait, Bandai, did they do Patlabor kits as well at one point? Maybe in the older days?
Old days, I think so.
I kind of remember, off the
Yes.
top of my head, I kind of remember seeing old Bandai Patlabor kits. But
Yes, I
now
suppose
new,
so.
I don't think they have. But that was like in the 90s maybe. So 20 years or so ago, I think. So Bandai had done kits for this series as well, so interesting stuff.
Ne.
Okay, goodness. What else do we need to talk about? Because I know we do need to start getting this wrapped up here. So thank you very much, everybody out there, for tuning into this. We're doing a last check through the comments here just to make sure we didn't miss any questions. And if not, you can keep going down. Oh wait, did we miss a comment up there? Alright, so there was a comment from a Georgia Down that said that they're not familiar with the Patlabor. If they have police ones, they have other emergency services as well. Is there a fire brigade Patlabor or EMT Patlabor? So is there a ambulance Patlabor, do you know, in the series? Or a fire? You would imagine so. No,
No, maybe not.
They might
I
exist,
don't,
but they don't.
might.
They don't show it in the series though, because the series is mostly
I don't
focused.
remember. Yes.
And I think one funny thing you told me about the series is it's not always focused on the labor units. Like there's an episode where they just go fishing. So they-
growing tomatoes.
growing tomatoes. So there's an episode. It's an anime series about Patlabor, and you got these mobile unit type things. But then there's an episode about just growing tomatoes. Sounds interesting. I'll have to tune into it. Okay. What else? It's on my watch list. Thank you very much. The movie. So it's an interesting series. Definitely should check it out one of these days. Future floor finish. Okay. So goodness, I think that pretty much should wrap it up for us then here today. It was kind of fun to be able to come down. You'll see we are in a different setting. I've never been in this setting here myself before, so we're actually down here in the Tokyo office today. So bringing it to you live from actual Tokyo, and we hear all of the cars and stuff driving out on the roads downstairs. So that is quite interesting. We got a nice collection of model kits behind us. So see lots of stuff,
Model shop.
right? Like model shop. Cool stuff. This is a really cool setup they've got down here. So awesome stuff. So maybe we'll do some more episodes in the future from down here in Tokyo. What do you say?
Yes.
Will you join
I
me
hope
for
so.
more?
Yes.
Okay. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Don't know what we'll be talking about in the next episode, but please be sure to tune in for that. I'm sure we'll have something else exciting to talk about. And then, of course, next month in April, we've got the release. Maybe I'll bring it. I'll plug it one last time before we tune out. So don't forget to order your kangaroo, which comes with the special HLJ limited decal sheet. So decal sheet, which is now updated and comes with a bit more stuff than the previous decal sheet. And look at that box, it's so thick.
Ine.
Ine means nice.
Nice.
For you out there that don't know. But okay, so I think that's it. That's good. Are we good to go? Alright, so we will go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you guys out there very much for tuning in. I gotta start remembering to look more directly into the camera. If you guys kind of wondering why we're looking down sometimes, we've got this monitor on the bottom here that you kind of check to make sure that we're in the camera and what we're talking about. So we're constantly kind of checking that monitor.
Next time I try.
But we'll get better at this. So. Alright, well thank you guys very much for tuning in. We will be back in a couple of weeks to talk about more exciting plastic model releases, because we are going to be the main hosts for talking about actual stuff that you can build. And Adam will be back with another figure episode. In the meantime, I think we'll be rotating these episodes, so can't really promise that we'll be here every week, but we will try to be back more frequently. So stay tuned and look forward to that. And with that, I think we should say goodbye. What say you? Should we say goodbye? Should we say sayonara or maybe matane?
Matane.
Matane. So see you guys again later.
Matane.